Alright guys, welcome back for another video. I'm trying to do 2 videos today. Try to make up a little bit for lost time and stuff. But anyway, we got how important was Toni Kukoc for the Chicago Bulls? Now y'all remember who he was back in the day. He first played against Jordan and Pippen in the Olympics. And they pretty much embarrassed him and stuff. I guess try to make him understand how hard it is to play in the NBA, but he still came over from overseas and played and eventually made 1 championship with them, with the Bulls. So go get right to the video and make sure you guys, I forgot what this video from, let me see. Basketball Time Machine, of course. My boy Sean David and stuff. Alright, let's get right to the video. I forgot what I'm about to say. But subscribe if you're new. Check out Basketball Time Machine video. Channel and all that good stuff, and let's get to it.
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
I get a lot of videos from this channel right here.
Hello and good day everyone. Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. I'm your host Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. Let's talk some old school NBA basketball.
Yes sir.
In today's episode, I want to talk about a Chicago Bulls legend who recently made the Hall of Fame. I'm of course talking about Toni Kukoc, and I want to take a look at how important he was for the Chicago Bulls with their second three-peat. But before we dive into that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, and also like the video if you enjoy the content. Alright, enough said, let's dive right into today's episode. Alright, how do we start? I would say let me take you back to the rookie season of Toni Kukoc. Now, I'm pretty sure that you know that when Toni Kukoc entered the NBA, Michael Jordan just had retired.
Yeah.
So this changed the entire dynamic of the Bulls team. With MJ being done, this would open a lot more playing time and responsibilities for rookie Toni Kukoc. This also would mean that even though Kukoc was 6'11", he and Scottie Pippen would get a lot of ball handling duties and sometimes even run the point guard position. In the 1993-94 season, Kukoc just turned 25, and after gaining a lot of confidence in Europe, he had to adjust defensively to way quicker and more athletic players. I think it's safe to say that this was Toni Kukoc's biggest weakness. Offensively, Toni was ready from the get-go.
Toni was tough,
For NBA defenders, Toni Kukoc was a very rare specimen. Players weren't used to a guy of his size with this kind of skill set. He could shoot, he could pass, he could run the floor, and he would be a mismatch for many defenders. If we take a look back at his rookie season, we can clearly say that it was a success. He was averaging almost 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 3.4 assists.
That's a nice move for a man 6'11".
Toni came my last year. You know, Jerry Krause, he was very excited about the potential of Toni. We were the group that was just coming off winning championships. You know, he was going to have to earn it.
You know, I welcome Toni.
Toni's bringing his crowd to their feet.
We had just lost the greatest player who ever played the game. Bring us help.
Here's Kukoc.
Actually, I met Toni the year before he came to the Bulls. We played against each other in Italy. He was the star of the Italian League. When we first got here, there was an instant bond because both of us were new to Chicago. He was my height. He could put the ball on the floor.
Like a tall guard. Big guard.
Straight to the basket, post up against smaller players. Wasn't the strongest guy in the league, but really had great ball handling skills and could shoot.
He made up for it though.
He is a spectacular type of player.
Toni was a guy who jumped off the screen when you watched him. Skill level combined with the size, it's so rare to see a guy 6'11" who can play like a guard.
His understanding of the game and how it should be played, and that fit perfectly into what the Bulls were all about at that time and the type of coaching that Phil Jackson wanted to do.
Man, what a weapon. He just gravitated to that triangle offense like he knew it.
In his second season, Toni Kukoc became a starter in most of the games and also improved a lot before Michael Jordan had his comeback. Up until that point, Kukoc became the second leading scorer of his team and also showed some progress in his defensive efforts. If I would have to narrow it down, I would say the one skill that many people overlooked was that Toni Kukoc was super clutch even in his first 2 seasons.
I remember Phil saying, like,
He
okay,
played
you're
kind
going
of
to
like
take a ball
Pippen
out of
too, for real.
bounds, try to find the Horace. It's going to be a play on the other side. If nothing develops on the other side, take a ball. You got a couple seconds to try to do something.
Gives it back, Toni, long 3.
Wow.
Yeah, Kukoc!
There's confidence right there.
Kukoc with a 3! Yes, sir! The Bulls ahead with
That's a good shot.
91-90.
That was my first time, let's say, that I kind of felt, okay, the coaches and the teammates are trusting me to take these shots. It happened a couple times during that season. I think Christmas against Orlando.
Out of 3, it is Kukoc. He hits with the left hand. 2 seconds.
Totally.
Chicago takes the lead. Orlando calls for time.
And then the famous Reggie Miller bow.
Look for Miller to pop out. He'll get the screen from Mitchell. 5 seconds.
Rival
4
game right
seconds,
there.
3. Here he comes. Fade away. Yes, it's a big one. It's not a 3.
Reggie Miller hit a shot with 3 seconds, 2 seconds, bows in 4 different directions.
With 8/10 of a second remaining, Reggie Miller takes the bows at the stadium in Chicago.
That's so rude.
And then Toni at the buzzer hit, wins the game.
Toni got it, put it up, look out, he got it!
One of
That was
the
aggressive.
great I'll show you moments ever.
Richmond did all of that. Made the shot and bow and all that stuff. And he just made the game winner. That's cool.
They are going as nuts as we are. What an incredible play.
Starting from the 1995-96 season, Kukoc would come off the bench and be the Bulls' 6th man, providing instant offense and playmaking. This would be a major deal since every time Pippen or Jordan would sit on the bench, the Bulls would have another player on the floor who could carry the team. Another thing that kind of gets lost in history is that Toni Kukoc was a player that helped the Bulls to win many crucial games in the playoffs.
One of Toni's great highlights, really, and it's almost never spoken about, is Game 7 against the Pacers in '98. And it was only the second Game 7 the Bulls had in all those playoff runs.
Michael, as I recall, Michael and Scotty struggled some, and Toni really had
I remember this
the
game.
He made the shots, he made the plays that allowed us to win that
basketball
series,
a whole
because
lot.
Indiana was
I watched a lot of basketball back then.
A very difficult matchup for us, but Toni had that Game 7 that really we needed.
You would never hear Toni say, hey, remember Game 7 in '98? Remember what I did? He was a guy who knit together all the pieces all the time. Well, people forget Game 5.
Jordan on Russell into a crowd, dishes out to Kukoc.
The last championship they had? I think so.
Toni shoots 11 for 13 and has got 30 points.
Damn.
Out to Kukoc for 3. He hits it! With 5.5 seconds, it's a 1-point game.
And they got a last shot coming.
Toni was
in the
on
game
fire.
back in Chicago. And John Paxson had actually gone to Phil late in the game and suggested to give the shot to Toni, because Toni is not missing anything. And Phil, like the rest of his fans, said, hey, got to give it to Michael Jordan because he's our last shot guy.
Of course he said that.
Jordan, a prayer. We go to
And he missed it.
And afterwards, Phil told John, you were right. I should have given the shot to Toni.
Yeah.
Now let's take a look at Toni's stats. As you can see, those are numbers of a well-rounded basketball player, a guy that on offense can literally do everything.
Pretty decent stats.
At that time, he would have started on any other team but the Chicago Bulls.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Every year that went by for Toni, he had to have been more comfortable playing alongside of Michael and Scotty. He became a trusted teammate, and that's really what it's all about.
I had great connections with Scotty, with Michael, with Steve, with Luke. Dennis would develop these little things, switching players, helping defense, running the floor, passing at the right time to the right people.
Toni had some monster games in the finals. 97, we were really relying on him more than we had to in 96. Times when he just completely dominated the game and took over.
It's hard to guard somebody like that.
What an amazing luxury to have a guy
6'11", they can do everything.
Jordan did not have the shot. 5 seconds remaining in regulation. The inbound.
I remember that game. I swear I do.
Their 5th championship in the last 7 years. For 6 times.
So, my conclusion, how important was Toni Kukoc for the Chicago
It
Bulls?
was very important.
Now, as already mentioned earlier, when you talk about the Chicago Bulls of the 1990s, and especially with the three-peat Chicago Bulls, we talk about Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Dennis Rodman. And we all know that the Bulls had a very deep roster, but Toni Kukoc never gets mentioned as being a vital part. And this, in my opinion, is a true crime, because I'm 100% sure if it wasn't for Toni Kukoc, they never would have won the 72 games. The Bulls were a very deep roster, but Toni Kukoc was just a unique talent that helped them to be even better. So, Toni Kukoc, this episode was for you. And for you guys, I hope you enjoyed the content. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.
Yeah, Toni Kukoc was very important for that team, but a lot of people don't give him the praise for that. Everybody talk about Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, Steve Kerr, but they don't bring up Toni Kukoc. But he was a great player. He just overlooked from all the stars that was on the team with him. So you kind of can, expect that. But at the same time, you gotta look at a player when they're good, man. Give him his praise and stuff, whatever. So yeah, this is a good video. I like Toni Kukoc's game. To be that tall and do everything on the court like that, that's wild. That's crazy. He had guard skills and the big man's body. That's stupid. That's crazy. But thanks for watching. Y'all subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button, all the good stuff. And peace out.